Now, we're going to explain to you exactly how we just create story. We usually start with the written word, and I'll write something, and then once I think it's good enough, I ask for see if John likes it and approves it. Yeah, it's great! Approved! And he gives it to Joe, as you can see. And then what exactly do you do with it, Joe?
Well, I take the written word and I draw it into pictures. And then I take those pictures and I pin them to a board, a storyboard like this. And then after that's done, I pitch it to the directors.
Okay, now why exactly do you pitch them to the director?
Well, I want to give a sense of what this movie could be like. So it's like telling a story to your friends and try to bring it to life and get a feeling of what the story could be like as a final film.
Oh, so it's what it would feel like to be in the theater watching the movie.
Trying to convey that feeling to people.
So what are we going to see now?
Right now, you're going to see me pitching the Army Man sequence from the first Toy Story. And by the way, this was the very first sequence ever storyboarded on Toy Story 1.
Yep, it was.
All the toys are worried, so Woody goes over to the Sarge and says, Sergeant, establish a recon post downstairs. Code red. You know what to do. Sergeant says, yes, sir. He hops off and he goes down by the bucket of soldiers. He goes, you heard him. Code red. Repeat, we are at code red. Recon plan, Charlie, execute. Let's move, 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 move. And all the soldiers start jumping out of the bucket and they start marching. The other toys are watching them. And then we cut to the hallway. All is quiet. And then the door opens and one little soldier appears down by the banister. Or what do you call it? Down by the molding. And emotions. Down by the baseboard. And the little soldier runs across. He hops over, sees that the coast is clear, and signals. And then the troops start moving out. And they're carrying a baby monitor. And they got a coil of jump rope. And they come down the hall. And then they're over by the stairs. And they start coming out and hiding behind the columns. And Sarge holds back behind the one column and he looks down and all the kids are downstairs and Mom's saying, all right, kids, it's ready to open the presents. I'm going to go get the cake and ice cream. And they go, okay, Mom. And all the kids run away and the coast is clear. And Sarge looks down, sees that there's nobody there, and then he turns over and he gets the silent hand signal. 1, 2, to two of these soldiers. We zip pan over and 2 paratroopers jump down and foof, foof, their parachutes open up. And they come gliding through the scene down to the floor on the first story below. They pull out their guns just to, make sure the coast is clear and everything's safe. So they look up and they start signaling for the rest of the guys to follow. And the jump rope comes down. The guys on the bottom, I already got their parachutes put away because they're so fast. And they, but no. And then they start speed rappelling. These guys are like a Cracker Jack Special Forces unit. They speed rappel down into the circle of safety down at the bottom of the net. And then we cut back up to the room. And then all the toys start running over to Woody. And Woody pulls out this baby monitor and he sets it up onto the bedside stand and clicks it on and says, now this is how we're going to find out what's in those presents. And all the toys start crowding around. Meanwhile, the Army guys are downstairs walking by the kitchen door, and they're marching, and then they hear some footsteps coming, and Sarge turns around, gives them the silent hand signal to freeze, and they go into their classic Army man positions, the bazooka man down on one end, the mortar guy, the minesweeper, everyone's just frozen. Yeah! Everyone's frozen in their Army man positions. And then the door opens up, and Mom comes out, and oh! The minesweeper gets crushed. So then she goes, oh, I thought I told him to put these away. She thinks that Andy just left some of his toys out. She uses her foot to kind of kick them over and they slam up against the wall. Mom continues walking past and Woody's up there with the toys and Rex is getting worried. What's taking them so long? And Woody says, come on, these guys are professionals. They're the best. They're not lying down on the job. And then we cut down to them all lying down on, they're all lying around. Sarge looks up. And he gets to his feet and signals for him, all done with silent hand signals. Get up. And they start moving. Sarge shows them where to go, and they start moving towards the planter. And then he calls up to the other guys to send down the baby monitor. And he looks over, and the minesweeper guy's wounded. He's saying, Sarge, go on without me. And he picks him up, and he goes, a good soldier never leaves a man behind. And he starts dragging him out, and sending all the other guys off. The rest of the squads bringing the baby monitor down. These guys are lowering it down. They jump off, unwind the jump rope from the baby monitor. They rush it over to the plant. They get it up into the house plant. He's he's dragging, Sarge is dragging the wounded minesweeper guy. When kids are coming, a ball starts bouncing towards him. Oh no, the pressure's on. They're like, the other guys are up in the plant saying, motion them for him to come on. And then finally, at the last second, they haul the wounded guy up into the plant, and the kids go running by. And then we pan through like this jungle terrain, but it's within a house plant. And they set up the baby monitor, and they click it on, and we pan down to the medic. And he's taking care of the wounded guy. He knows it's okay. He gives the thumbs up signal, and we pan over to this like moss kind of stuff. And up comes Sarge, and he goes, there they are. He gets his binoculars, and we see all the presents right there. Where they're gonna watch it open. Yeah.
Hey, what's he doing?
He's at it again!
Get him!
No! Wait! Whoa!
Big fire!
No, wait! You don't understand! Buzz is out there! We gotta help him! No!
Toss him overboard!
No, wait! Ah! Hooray! Oh, Woody! Oh! Well, thanks for the ride! Look out! Ah! Now let's catch up to that truck!
Guys! Woody's riding RC! And Buzz is with him!
It is Buzz! Woody was telling the truth!
What have we done?
Great, now I have guilt! We're almost there!
Rock the ramp!
Look out! Quick, hold on to my tail! Out of my sling! Woody! Woody, speed up! Speed up! The batteries! They're running out!